What's up, guys? I'm gonna try to make the fastest video I possibly can for utility usage and 2 eco-strats and 1 default that we're gonna do instead of doing the mid-take every round. So let's get started with our T default. Ellie's dedicated palace, Josh is dedi apps, Elijah's dedicated mid, and I'm gonna be B-side flex, and Brees is gonna be A-side flex. The goal in this default is to make sure they don't push palace, and the other goal is to make sure they don't push apps, and they don't have underpass, like they don't not rush your underpass. This default is gonna get us kills in those pushes, and if we get those kills, we're probably gonna win. If we don't get those kills, we might just go back and do A execute or do mid-round mid execute. Okay. Then there is the 2 eco strats we're gonna do. One of the eco strats is 2 people into palace, 2 people on ramp, and then I'm gonna be here with the flashbang. I'll flash us in. And then we just rush out to site and try to get a kill. We're gonna wait a little bit to see if the CT pushes palace. And then there is the next eco strat, which is we're gonna do, let's say we do mid take a few times and then we win a few rounds and then we lose a round. Then we're gonna do like a mid take strat where I'm gonna smoke window early.
Throwing smoke.
And then I'm gonna flash out Elijah, who's dedicated mid.
Flashbang.
Josh, you're gonna go apps. You're gonna probably have like a P250 and like 1 flashbang. And you're just gonna go like this. And you're gonna keep running. Me and Elijah, we're gonna come out mid. Elijah's gonna get here ASAP. Smoke off catwalk. And then once that smoke blooms, we're gonna get to connector ASAP and just kind of rush out here. Once we get to here, the guy's palace should stop holding for a push, like holding like this. Immediately maybe run out and just like go away. And hopefully we'll catch a guy like sitting on top of this or in palace, and then we might be getting a few kills middle based on like just rushing really quickly and like trade killing each other into A. If this happens, we're probably gonna plant the bomb and we accomplish our ego. Okay, done with the 3 things that I want to talk about for T-side strats. Now I want to talk about utility usage. So I'm just gonna throw a few grenades and like I'm just gonna see that like they're pretty good. This grenade's really good. We should use this more often. This grenade walking forward is really good.
Deploying flashbang.
In terms of B, I talked about a Molotov when I did the demo review. Like what I like to do when I used to be a catwalk player instead of the B anchor, I would listen for apps, and I'll listen like right here. Whoops, right here. Wait, I don't get what's happening. Give me a second. Okay, so I used to listen right there, like. Okay, so underpass starts here. So if I put my thing here, if I hear footsteps to the right, they're in apps or underpass. If I hear footsteps to the left, they're rushing B or they're in kitchen, right? And like once you know that, it's very easy to win around. If you're here, you can throw a Molotov like this or throw a Molotov like that, right? If Ellie's like under here, you can throw this Molotov. If Ellie's like van, you can just like molly that off. Like don't molly deep. It's very important that you don't molly deep because the Molotov is gonna be delayed. So you see the Molotov has a 1.2 second to bloom, and even after it blooms, it has to spread. So in that time, like in the time that Josh gets this information, relays it to you, and you react to it, the terrorists are gonna be like right here. So if you throw a Molotov deep, it's gonna be useless. Here are some pop flashes to delay. You can stand like on this corner and spam like flashbangs like this. Right? This flashbang, a little practice is needed or else it's gonna pop there. You can also just kind of like spam flashbangs like this, or like that, like this. and all these flashbangs just fuck up the rush. Like if you're rushing out and you start getting flashed like this, you either run out and die, or you like just don't run out. And then Josh can be spamming flashbangs like this. It's important though that like you it might be like something like this. Ellie's spamming flashbangs and Josh is kind of holding like this. And like if Josh is spamming flashbangs, Ellie's like holding like this or something, you know? So that's utility for that. Mid utility, like we were doing pretty well on that, so I'm not going to talk about it. Another thing I want us to do on CT side is a Dignitas MSL push, or basically an apps push with a molly and a flashbang. What's going to happen is at the beginning of the round, one guy jump spots, which is for Ellie. Josh gets here to listen for a rush, right? Ellie's going to have in his hand a Molotov. This might be like one of those strats where you have like a UMP, right? Josh might also have a UMP. Once we know it's not a rush, you molly ASAP. Jump onto this van. Josh also jumps up here. Get ready. One person gets behind another. Throw a flashbang. And like right after this molly is about to go out, you throw it. It pops. You kind of clear this. I think it's good to be on this side, but always if you're by yourself, maybe do it like maybe stay on this side. But like if there's two people, try to get a peek here. But just be mindful that there's gonna be people here like, you know, holding the push. So yeah, those are the basic quick strat video I want to make. See you guys in the game tonight.